On today's episode, we will be talking about managing mental health and coping during and after the pandemic. I'm Bruno, and this is the Battle Plan. As you know, I'm a big advocate for mental health. So, for the next few episodes, we will be bringing you tips and tools on how to improve your mental health. The pandemic threw us into an uncharted territory with managing our mental and physical health. Not only have we had to reassess how we live and work, we also had to completely reevaluate the things that are important to us and how we can live in a more balanced way. Experts are predicting that there is a mental health crisis looming on the horizon. As the world begin its recovery from COVID 19, it is more important than ever that mental health is prioritized and strategies are created to help cope with what is often referred as the new normal. Now, more than 47 million Americans suffer from some form of mental illness. The mental health of young people is worsening, and much of it is attributable to the pandemic and the changes it brought with it. Challenges faced by population across the world have included remote working, isolation, burnout, job losses, financial worries, grief for those we have lost, and worry about the future. Statistics show that the rates of depression and anxiety skyrocketed through the pandemic. We have found that 41% of adults are showing signs of depression and anxiety. Suicide is the second leading cause of death amongst those aged 10 to 34. 40 million adults are suffering from some form of anxiety disorders. As the transition out of lockdowns and restriction continues, there's a lot to consider. It is perfectly normal to feel worried, anxious, and apprehensive about the changes to our work and home lives. Looking for signs. The following are signs of mental health decline: anxiety about changes, tiredness, inability to connect to others, restlessness, agitation, withdrawal from daily activities, and fatigue. Although every situation will be unique, there are some strategies you can use to ensure that your mental health and well being are prioritized during the period of transition. Managing mental health post pandemic. If you have any of the signs mentioned above, you need to ensure that you make the time to reflect and pause. Try to understand the trigger points that can impact your mental health. Here are some tips to help you manage your mental health and well being as you transition out of the pandemic. Communicate. Feel your feelings and share how you feel with others. This could be family members, friends, or healthcare professionals. Plan and prepare. Try and think ahead and make plans that you know will help you feel better. For example, if going for a walk makes you feel better, then make time for walking 3 times a week. Don't be dismissive. Your feelings and emotions are valid. Do not feel that you have to rationalize or dismiss them. Take your time. Pace yourself. We are in uncharted waters. It will take some time for everyone to adjust to new ways of living and working. Do not feel you have to rush into finding a new routine, so pace yourself. Work life balance. Make sure that you have balance in your life. Maintain a balance and prioritize your mental health. Eat well and exercise. Nutrition is as important for mental health as it is for physical health. Eat well and make time to move your body. The endorphins movement releases will help you stabilize your mood and build resilience. Self care. Now, this has become a buzzword in the last decade, but at its very core, it's all about ensuring that you look after yourself. Therapeutic activities such as taking a warm bath, listening to music, calling a friend all help ensure that you are making time for relaxation. Routine. Having a daily routine can be restorative and help you to work, relax, and recharge. Now, these are uncertain times, so how do we cope with the chaos? Coming out of a pandemic, it is inevitable that there will be some degree of uncertainty. How you cope with uncertainty will dictate how well you can cope mentally. Here are some things that will help you cope with uncertainty. Focus on what you can control. Be present and focus on certainty. Whilst the world is changing daily, there are lots of certainties we can focus on. Accept that things will change and that is okay. Don't pour from an empty cup. If you feel depleted, take some time out to rejuvenate. Don't fall into worst case scenario thinking. Try and train your brain to fall into best case scenario. Having a sense of purpose is grounding and can help you get through difficult days. Make a short list of tasks you would like to get done and then work through the list. Now remember, the aim is not to complete the list, but simply to identify things you need to do as part of your daily routine. Returning to normal. Finally, whilst it might seem strange that the world is trying to find a new normal, what is clear is that for many people, the pandemic has really highlighted the importance of quality of life. Remote working has meant that the people do not have to endure a long and draining commute to and from work. People have had the time and headspace to focus on their own well being. Some of the strategies mentioned above will help you to cope with life going forward into a post pandemic world. However, you should also rely on your own instinct and gut feelings. Always reach out for help if you need it, and remember that it's okay to not feel okay. I hope this will help you navigate through the chaos. Be gentle with yourself and make time for what is important. If you like what you heard today, please share and comment and let us know how we can help you build your battle plan. I'm Bruno, and see you in the next episode of The Battle Plan.